We're still saying that Battlefield 1's the last best Battlefield, the last good Battlefield, right? Or do you think that Battlefield 5 got improved enough towards the end that you would deem it on that same level? You know what I mean? Do you think that the new Battlefield should be taking pointers more from Battlefield 1 or BF5? That's the question I put to you today. All right? Because I thought that Battlefield 5 has some pretty good gameplay elements. I just think that they focused on the wrong parts of the history side and kind of like the theater of war. Like I've always said that I found it weird that BF5 was like focused on the random parts of World War II that no one knew about. So it was kind of hard to not relate to it. It's not like we can relate to people in World War II, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I felt like BF5's gameplay was pretty sick, especially when they actually brought out the Pacific gameplay in the end. No? That's a big nade. There's a guy there. I was going to say. I thought the Battlefield 5 towards the end, especially with the Pacific stuff, and I thought if they were going to continue with I thought if they were going to continue on that path where they were going to do the Pacific and all of the new stuff, then maybe it had brought itself back enough that it could actually be like one of the better Battlefield titles. But I don't think you can beat everyone's consistent enjoyment of BF1, right? In fact, could we even argue that Battlefield 1 had the best atmosphere and kind of choice of theater of war of all the Battlefields? Maybe. Can I hit this guy? Why not? BF1's atmosphere is unmatched. You know this game is almost 10 years old, guys. 10 years old. Can you believe it? It's actually kind of crazy.
The final objective is
when you think about it. And you forget how much people miss bullets when they're at range, because this game just is so hard to shoot people far away. This game looks better than most games today. Yeah. Did this have... How much development time did BF1 have? I'm pretty sure the new Battlefield is going to have, what, like 4 years development cycle? I think BF1 had also 4 years, I think. Maybe even longer. Hey, no worries, A's Monte. All good, dude. I always thought BF5 was very mundane. I did think the movement and gunplay was nice, albeit. That's what I'm saying. I would actually say that the new Battlefield feels more like BF5 than any other game. I feel like that might be anecdotal though, to myself. I don't know. Oof. You know? Oh god. It just, I don't know. It feels, if I had to compare it to anything, it would probably be the most like BF5. As far as I can see from the gameplay, it doesn't look or have the feel of BF4 or BF3 so far. Maybe it's the UI, or I don't know. I'm not getting the BF3 or BF4 vibes from the BF6 gameplay yet. Have I played BF6? God, no. That would be illegal to talk about. But we've seen all the leaks, haven't we, guys? Everyone's seen the leaks at this point, which is very funny. BF6 feels like BF3 or BF4. I don't know. Is it reshade or NVIDIA filters on this game? Nah, nothing like that. You're excited to play a new BF after 2042 launch disaster. Yeah. We can't just forget about all this stuff, don't we? One thing I've always said this, and I've said it like 8 different times, is that I thought that Battlefield 1's launch was potentially, other than Battlefield 3, the least dramatic release for a Battlefield game, right? Because 2042's was catastrophic in terms of like bugs and performance and everything else, right? BF5 had a load of bugs too, actually, if you guys remember. BF5 was pretty like buggy on launch too, and didn't have the features that they said they were gonna have. BF1 only had like a couple of bugs that you barely remember, or at least that I barely remember. It looked really good. They barely changed anything in the first few patches. And then what else? And then I think Battlefield 3 released pretty flawlessly, no? It was BF4 that was I mean, BF4 was a pretty big nightmare when it released, was it not? Well, I shouldn't laugh at the horse being killed, but it was necessary. BF3 launched pretty well, didn't it? I actually, for some reason, I did play BF3 on launch. But I was coming from the back of Modern Warfare 2, I think. And so when BF3 first launched, I didn't actually like it because I was so used to the fast gameplay of Call of Duty. And then they kind of slowed it down for BF3 a little bit. Like sniping in BF3 was pretty rough if you've been playing Call of Duty beforehand. You have to basically learn to just completely slow it down.
Return to the combat area.
I forgot about BF4. What was wrong with it? Crashes, performance issues. You had bugs regarding hit detection, server performance, server crashing. It was pretty bad, actually. There was a lot of things wrong with BF4. That's all. I mean, honestly, BF4's launch, and this might be controversial, BF4's launch might have been more buggy than 2042. And I think we all just forgot. We all just forgot how buggy it was, because I think the game was just good.
Rejoice, comrades, for we are victorious. We prove that the will of the People's Army is stronger than those imperialists who try to destroy us. When we
BF3 with the introduction of the end of Origin was a bit of a shit show. Yeah.
With their forces destabilized, the White Army retreated to the streets of Tsaritsyn.
How can I see who I'm shooting at? Well, I can see big red dots everywhere.
Knew that holding the town was vital for the counter-revolutionary
Okay,
forces in
what's...
southern Russia. They needed such a
Are we gonna play Saracen now? Or is this one of the servers that just switches server? I don't know.
North Caucasus, it was evident that the coalition of white forces would soon weaken and ultimately break apart.
Okay. Are we gonna play Saracen now? Or is it just gonna go to a random server? Yes! We get to play Saracen! 2022 is the only BF I refunded and never replayed. Wow, that's actually kind of... Most people say that they refund it and never play it again, but then they do. Also, how many people on Reddit are simply going to play the new Battlefield even though they said they were never going to buy a new Battlefield game ever again? It's the classic, man. Every single time. What gun should I use? It's gotta be the Martini, right? The Martini! And then with a from a stop, right? Yeah. Actually, maybe I'll use the scoped version. I should use the scoped Martini. I'm telling you, every single time a game franchise does badly, and then you have the people on Reddit who get like 5,000 upvotes on their posts, and they're just like, I'm never buying this game ever again. And it's like, wow, dude. Awesome. So if I come back to your Reddit account in 5 years, it's not gonna be full of new posts about the game that you bought from the same franchise again. No? Well, I didn't get the hit. That's quite literally me with every Call of Duty ever since Infinite Warfare. Yeah. There must be a word for it. Virtue signaling in a way? Or is virtue signaling something else? Was it not really relate to that sort of thing? Attention whoring. Yeah, sure. Posturing. There you go. That sounds more like it. Okay. I will not fight the 10 people pushing this angle. Except from further back. Oh, I almost didn't see that guy. He's a danger. Oh, okay. I guess I did.
We have taken objective apples.
COD is terrible anyway. Same game every year. Yeah, I guess. The thing with COD, though, that you have to give credit for is that when COD releases, they release like multi-facets quite consistently well. So like the campaign, the multiplayer, the warzone, the zombies, usually all at once you have for a couple of weeks, you have almost a guaranteed like decent time before it gets sweaty and broken and whatever else. Do you know what I mean? I think Call of Duty launch is always the thing that kind of goes, oh, okay, you know what? That's actually not so bad. It's always the issues that come later on that kind of ruin the experience. And they never seem to fix them. You can't argue that like the amount of content you get with the Call of Duty game is kind of like almost unreachable by a lot of other game studios. Now, you were saying it's lazy that they keep bringing out the old maps. What if I told you that I'm one of those people that actually loves when they bring back the old maps every single time? And honestly, I don't see a problem with reusing, as long as they update the old maps. So obviously they're not just like going, here is the exact same map that we've unchanged. I actually don't mind them bringing back old content. And in fact, I kind of wish that they were just like, here's the maps that we bring back every single update. Almost at launch. I still, to this day, don't understand why Battlefield don't just bring out an Operation Metro for every single game they ever release. Even if it's the same original version or if it's a new version. I still don't understand why they haven't done that. I still don't understand why we don't get like an Operation Metro, a Grand Bazaar, and a... What's the word I'm looking for? The one where you jump off the... You jump off the cliff. What's that one? A car can. Yeah, I feel like every Battlefield should just release with a variation of those maps every single time. Thoughts? Damavan Peak. There you go. I always find it weird when they don't. I'm just like, but you could have. What? How did you... I hit him with the shot and then he took 5 more shots? What the... Needs a Wake Island. That's what I'm saying. I've never had a problem with that. I've never ever had a problem with them going, yep, this should be... Oh, I didn't see he was prone there. But then I think the problem is, right, is that there are people out there who then say, oh, but this is just lazy. Right? Every time. Which is kind of true, but at the same time, like, if they have made it basically from scratch each time, like, I don't know, it's not necessarily lazy. Oh, fuck's sake. I hate the fact that you get ignited by the flare, even if you've only been on it for 5 seconds. Ah. What's the point of playing the exact same game on the same maps every year, though? But it's not the same game. The whole point is usually... With Call of Duty, yes, the game is very similar in terms of how it plays. But with Battlefield games, it's usually a completely different vibe every single game they release, right? It's a different time zone. It's a different... I mean, recently, I think they've started obviously going down the... Like, it's going to be 2 modern games in a row, like BF3, BF4. But I feel like it's part of the... It's part of the culture now. Is there not a guy there? What? I've just shot him directly in the head. This guy. I'm guessing he's behind invisible wall. He's behind invisible wall. He can't hit me. Weird. Invisible wall. Just couldn't see him. Come on. Come on. Why are you... I was going to say, come on. Hurry up. Hurry up. Get on with it. Sick of you. Well, that was kind of... Team? Are we going to deal with that guy or... Jeez, dude. Oh my god, there's so many people upstairs. We had it so good in Bad Company 2. I did enjoy Bad Company 2, yeah. It's great. And that was built for console. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy that Bad Company 2, basically, they weren't even planning... Well, maybe they were planning on releasing it on PC, but it didn't feel like it. Did we get a new Firestorm? There's leaks that there is going to be a Battle Royale, yes. I don't know if it's going to be called Firestorm. I think there's also been leaks that there is fire around it. Do you think classes should go back as BC2? No, I think I still prefer the whole... I like the BF1 class system. BF3, BF4, BF1 class system. I don't understand why we've strayed from that. I don't get it. Why have we strayed from the BF1, BF4, BF3 system? It works. But I don't know. It makes sense that the guy that's shooting loads of rounds also has the ammo. Although I'm also not against the medic class having less long-range weapons as well, because again, if you're going to be like a strong close-quarters class, like it works in BF1 because in BF1 you don't really have assault rifles, right? You have SMGs and that's about it. They didn't really have assault rifles back in BF1, so it works really well. The problem, I think, is when you give the medic class the best all-round weapons in the game, and so they basically just become the ultimate class that there's not really much point in playing anything else if you're going to be pushing in, you know? So maybe I understand why they've gone for the assault class being purely for assault, if you know what I mean. It's purely just assault rifles and grenades and I don't even know, maybe launchers? Not sure. You hope it's an extraction mode? I doubt it. I don't know if... I don't know. I feel like that Battle Royale does make sense. Although a lot of people say that Battle Royales are dead. But I don't know if I agree with that. If you don't give medic good weapons, nobody picks it. Well, that's why maybe they should be the close quarters class. You know what I mean? Maybe the medic is the close quarters rushing class, which would make sense. And then assault having... But that's what I mean. But then it just feels like, well, who's going to use the LMGs? I don't know. So now it's... I think now it's more like medics use LMGs in Battlefield 6, which is... in my head, it doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel right that the medics use an LMG. I know that's the Bad Company 2 way. But it feels weird to me. Oh. Oh, okay. Battle Royale's outdated and boring, but it's not though, because people still play it a lot. The only other thing that I feel like extraction shooters are maybe, I don't think extraction shooters are more popular than Battle Royales still. I think Battle Royales are still more popular than extraction shooters. I think because Battle Royales can still feel competitive, whereas extraction shooters aren't necessarily competitive. Well, they're not. They're absolutely not competitive. Okay, bro. You're beaming me from across the map with a bar trench. All right. Fair. Battlefield Battle Royale would be fun. Well, that's what I'm saying. They already did it, though. They've already done it once. Oh, my God. He's actually blending in really well. Is he dead yet? Did you get him? They're far from outdated. I mean, I feel like the innovations now are basically variations on extraction shooters and Battle Royales still. Oh my God, I didn't realize he had a shotgun. Is there a lot of cheaters in BF1? There was. They did an anti-cheat update and you're seeing less of them, but I think they still exist. What do you think of skill classes from leaks? Personally, I think I don't really... It's not about the perks for me. It's about what weapons are accessed by what classes. I forgot. I completely forgot that BF4 and BF1 had perks. They're not relevant. Like, I don't think about them. You know what I mean? I don't feel like your perks should define what your character does. It should be the weapon classes that they're able to use and what gadgets they have. Because the perks you can't tell from a distance or, you know, make decisions. That's what I'm having a real issue with at the moment. You never know. You never know what perks someone's using most of the time. It kind of just stupid. This guy's so annoying, dude. I can't hit him because he's in a shadow. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Have I been in the new Battlefield tests? No, because no one's allowed to say. Which is, by the way, which is really dumb, by the way, because I'm pretty sure if you have Battlefield Labs, it's on your EA library. So, you know, there is a chance that you could accidentally leak that you've been in the playtest just by looking at your own light. It doesn't make any sense. Just let people say that they're in the labs test, dude. Dumb as hell, man. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know who or what they're protecting. To, you know, to put it into perspective, people have already on Reddit and on Discord been filming their scoreboard showing that certain players are in their lobbies because they didn't change the usernames. So if you kept your username on your EA account and played in the Battlefield Labs playtest, your full username is there and they go, oh look, I was playing with XY. It's so stupid, man. And they still haven't talked about it. New BF's called BF Labs? No, that's the playtests. And it's being very dumb.
20 of our soldiers remain.
We're actually not pushing very well here. We're struggling. Maybe once we get a few of the heavy units. Look at these mortars, man. Have we seen any mortars yet on BF6? Oh, okay. Have we seen any mortars on BF6 yet? Look at how many of them are playing support, by the way, on their team. Like 90% of their team's playing support. I might use the scoped version now.
Remember our mission. A mission for peace, bread, and land.
Bread.
We must battle once again.
I opened my channel to reminisce about the old BF1 videos, and you find me playing BF1. You know what's crazy? I talked about this a while ago. This is how much people don't understand bit rates versus quality, or at least they did back in the day. Almost all, or like I would say like 80% of my BF1 videos are 720p, just uploaded at 1440p or 1080p, and you can barely tell the difference because the bitrate was high enough to support it. It's just like I didn't realize, because basically Battlefield 1 had a bug where when the game opened, it opened it in windowed mode, which made my recording software think that the game was open in 720p. Is he gonna beat that? And so basically all of the footage was just recorded in 720p, and there's nothing really I could do about it unless I basically reopen the recording software every single time. And no one noticed. No one was like, wow, this resolution or this quality looks shit. Yeah, so basically, if the game has a weird opening structure where it opens it in a window, which is what Battlefield does. Battlefield, whenever you open it, opens in a small window first and then maximizes. And that's what's happening with recording. It thinks that you're like in a thing. So it's not Nvidia's fault. It's the game's fault for opening like that. Why does it need to open in a minimized window and then maximize, like unlike every other game? Also, does anyone else have this? Whenever I open BF1, even now, it takes, I'm not kidding, 3 minutes to actually open the game. It just sits there just on a loading screen for 3 minutes before the game actually opens as well. I'm just like, what? What's going on, dude? This game's 10 years old. Why does it take 3 minutes to open? How do you fix it? But you don't need to, unless you're recording, it doesn't matter. If you're recording, then you get the weird issues with the resolution. But if you're not recording, then it doesn't matter. You don't need to worry. I thought the wait time was the anti-cheat. Yeah, potentially. I don't know enough about the anti-cheat to know. What? I was... Okay. I don't know how he managed to kill me before... I guess I was low on health. Let's use the scoped version. Shaders loading? Well, no, it should have done the shaders by that point. Origin launcher. You remember when you couldn't get the games on anything but Origin? And then eventually, they put them on Steam. And then didn't they sell... As soon as they put the Battlefield games back on Steam, didn't they sell like thousands and thousands of copies immediately? Some people just refuse to use anything except Steam. I don't know what it is about it. Like, yeah, it's decent. Like, don't get me wrong, Steam's decent, but I wouldn't not play a game just because it wasn't on the platform I liked. I've never understood that, like, platform loyalty. What's the point? Is it that people just don't want to download too many programs, or they don't trust it? I don't know. I do not understand it. But don't get me wrong, like, the Epic platform and the EA platform and Ubisoft's platform, they're not amazing, but I wouldn't not play a game based on the fact that those launches were shite. As long as they actually got the game open. Oh no. They are coming. Oh, that's a good... This is a sick spot for this mine, by the way. There's no way they'll see it if they run in. come through again.
We are losing objective apples.
There's a guy waiting for me to peek with that bloody launcher thing. Where is he? Is that him? It's one of them. I can't really see them. They're really hard to see. Yeah, Joe Bot, thank you for the 18 months, by the way. And Nomo46, thank you for the Prime. Use the flag gun. I could, you know, I could use. Yeah. Oh, wow, look at them all in there. The problem is I can't see them. This is so stupid. Like, this guy's absolute dog. And he's killed me 3 times. But he can see me and I can't see him. What? Where did that shot go? Just went directly through their body. Ooh, we could get a clat here. If more of them peek this way. What's my favorite BF trailer? I mean, BF1 was pretty good. How? This shot just went through... I'm losing my mind. The shots are going straight through people. Wait, I didn't know the trees fell down in this game. Like, genuinely, I've never seen a tree fall down in BF1. Honestly, I can't remember half of the trailers. The BF1 one is just fresh in my mind, you know? Can't see these guys. They're just so well hidden in these buildings. Doesn't make sense. Okay, we've pushed them back in that little corridor bit. And then they got a guy there. Got him. That guy is always in that spot every time. He's never moved. Got him. 2042 trailer was pretty good. Well, yeah, it was. It was actually good. And then the game was nothing like the trailer. That's like one of my biggest concerns with Battlefield 2042. It's like they brought out this trailer and then the game was like, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean there's literally no infantry, gamers? What do you mean there's no infantry combat? You just showed me like 20 minutes of infantry combat. And then you don't actually ever fight infantry players most of the time. Oh, I didn't see him again because of the fucking smoke. Can't see. We might win though. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh no, they're pushing back. We didn't get enough people on the point. I'm stuck on nothing. I'm stuck on nothing. Yo, he's hanging out. I can't see any of these guys. What? Look at this guy. He's just chilling. Okay, cool, yeah. Yeah, sure. Just dying to random wars. Yeah. This guy, man. Look at this guy. And this shows you exactly how casual this game is. But down, no, the mines. Oh, you should have put it in the other place, dude. Wait, how did that get set off and then didn't do any damage? Why am I not playing in mortar-banned servers? Still part of the experience is to die over and over again to random wars. You know, why would I taint that experience? Hang on. Look, there's that stupid dickhead with the stupid There you go. We got him because he's an absolute bite. Do I have an interest in First and Second World War history? Well, yeah. It is fascinating. Oh, man. Do we get one more try?
Another defeat. Yet we still live and breathe. Fight for the Kremlin.
Well, I mean, that's not the intended thing, but it is what it is. Cadillac. Have a great Saturday. Thanks, dude. Spam my flare guns? I usually do. Come on. You had a good laugh. Well, you know, that's what it's all about now. Is just anything. What's it called again? Sensationalization? Is that what it's called? If your title doesn't basically say something misleading, is it really a title? Hello, Phil. Can I show my video sayings? I don't even know what mine are. What are they? Everything's on high. And the game runs flawlessly. And I could probably put it on ultra at this point. But honestly, this is something... I don't know. Guys, can we have a talk about something? Who among us has turned on the difference between high settings and ultra settings and not noticed a single difference? Because that's honestly how it is for me most of the time. Honestly, in some games, medium and ultra. I'm not kidding. I literally turn the settings up to ultra, and I'm just like, well, I assume that this is better. This is why I never run games on ultra. I don't see the difference. We're talking like most of the time, it's like marginal, like there's a 5% difference between high and ultra. And then you lose 20% of your frames. Do you know what I mean? That's how it feels. I got him again. The guy who's just sitting there with that stupid gun. Like, can you genuinely show me a game where they show like, oh, here's it on high settings and here's it on ultra, and could you genuinely go, that's ultra and that's high settings? I don't think I could. And that's why sometimes I feel like putting games on ultra is just kind of like a, I don't even know. It's just a flex. It's not even improving anything. Helldivers 2, maybe? Maybe. But no, I mean, like, maybe, that's what I'm saying. I'd love to see an example where someone points out and goes, this is the difference between high and ultra. Here you go, look, you can see it right here. This exact thing that I'm showing you. Do you know what I mean? Like, this thing. Maybe textures. Like, these are high textures, and you can see that, like, they're a bit blurry, right? And if these were ultra textures, I feel like these edges would probably be cleaner, right? But, like, I'm never going to be close enough. Look, there you go. I'm never going to be close enough. That looks perfect. It's only when I go like that that I'm ever going to see it. To be fair, though, I would actually say textures are the thing that affect your FPS the least these days. Oh, dude, 3 no-scopes in a row? I don't know. Lighting and smoke. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And then in a multiplayer game, if you're adding more post-processing effects to your game, you're actually just making it harder for yourself anyway. Whilst potentially not making it any better. Classic sausage. Oh, come on, dude. This must be it. This must be the push that we're looking for. We've got so many... We've got so many down. Missing, damn it. Ow, that still hit me round the corner. It's gonna go prone here. Is the discussion because of the GTA 6 beer thing? No, it's because people have this obsession with putting games on ultra as if like high or medium honestly looks exactly the same. Like for things that you would just never notice. And it's like this like rite of passage. Like, oh, you're not playing games on ultra? Oh, unlucky. So I don't care. Forced ray tracing. That's an interesting one. Didn't they do that for Doom? Isn't it forced ray tracing in Doom at the moment? Could he see my scope glint through the wall? Through the smoke? I guess he could. I think that's a feature. Nice, that was a good headshot. I'll take it. Especially with the martini. In this range. It's not built for headshots. What Battlefield is this? It's Battlefield 1. Almost 10 years old now, guys. 9 years old, I think it is, officially. 9 years old. We got this, guys. We got this. Let's go. Oh my god, I got saved. Let's go. Good times.
We have won the battle, comrades.
I mean, especially with streaming, right? Because the bit rate is going to mess up how it looks anyway. So it is what it is.
Losing Tsaritsyn to the Red Army was a catastrophic blow to the anti-revolutionary forces.
Most of the games that run low on lower graphics because I don't have a great PC. But that's the thing, I have a great PC, but I still run things on like high because I might as well have 200 frames as opposed to like 120. I don't know. Even in a story game.
Ranks thinned, the Whites' attempt to take Moscow ended in failure, and their armies were forced to retreat to the Crimean Peninsula.
I don't know.
The rear guard held out long enough to ensure the evacuation of.
But yeah, I'm kind of waiting, and I'm pretty sure AI may make this a possibility, which is what's happening already with DLSS and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure eventually game developers will be able to optimize their games by just running an AI thing that basically just makes it look almost the same, but do you know what I mean? I feel like they're going to be able to optimize the game by just running an AI that just makes it run on any PC. That they'll just like, it will lower the texture resolutions automatically. It will break down the models at range so that if you're looking at it from a certain angle, it'll still look the same at far away, but then as you get closer, it gets like higher quality and stuff like that. I think they already have some like technology, but it's not like generated. It's kind of like, it's not smart, if you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure they have in Unreal and in these games, they have these things, level of detail models, right? So if you're at a certain range, it's this level of detail, and if you're at this range, it's a lower level of detail. But I feel like eventually AI is literally going to be able to, like, in real time, decide whether something can be low detail or not. You know? How does MFG feel for you? MFG, multi-frame generation. So this is the thing with multi-frame gen that I've talked about before. If you're running 140 FPS, and then you add multi-frame generation to 140 FPS, you're probably not going to feel the difference in latency. Really? Because you're going from, like, let's say 20 milliseconds to 25. I feel like there's a sliding scale. If you're already at 240 FPS, why would you need multi-frame generation? You're not going to see the difference. Multi-frame generation is purely to make the image smoother, and that's it. And if you're going from 60 FPS to like 200, then you're going to see it. You know what I mean?
The enemy proves too strong. We shall fall back and defend Melnik.
Like I told you I did like a thing where I basically was taught how multi-frame generation works. And it's the best use case for multi-frame generation is between when you're getting like 20 to 60 FPS. So on a low-end PC, or you're running all the settings on ultra and you want higher FPS to make it look smoother. That's it. You don't gain you gain 0 lower latency. You don't gain anything apart from the smoothness with frame gen. Or occasionally you might lower the latency if you're going from like that 20 FPS to 60 FPS range. You know what I mean? That's where it makes a difference. Diminishing returns after like 80 FPS, I'd say. Oh, this is actually a clear map on Galicia. Look at this. Is Galicia... Where is Galicia? I thought it was somewhere in, like, Spain. I actually don't know where it is. But obviously it's, like, snowy, so... Where is Galicia? I don't think frame generation can triple your FPS. Oh, no, it absolutely can. It's just that it won't make it feel smoother. It will just look smoother. That's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying is, if Shroud's using multi-frame gen to go from 150 FPS to 300, I don't think he's actually going to feel the benefit of that. And I don't think he's even going to see the benefit of that. Because he's already at 150 FPS. You know what I mean? There's a lot of diminishing returns once you get over kind of like the 100 FPS mark. Do you know what I mean? That's what I've been trying to point out. But it's not But that's what I'm saying. In certain use cases, it's not useless. It's actually really... It's insane what you can do in some scenarios, you know? It just depends what you want to use it for. Galicia is the northwest corner of Spain. That's what I'm saying. So this doesn't look like Spain, does it? So it must be somewhere else. I can't hit anyone. Everyone's just in like the perfect... Everyone has a perfect head glitch that I shoot at. What's he doing? Vehicle disabled. I think I can kill him actually. If he doesn't jump out. There you go. If he doesn't jump out, he's dead. When will BF6 release? Hopefully this year. But apparently they have said that there is a chance that they release it next year. But I think they want to capitalize on the fact that GTA 6 isn't releasing this year. Where's he going? He is dodging. He survived, wow. Is Ark running on Unreal Engine? Yes, Unreal Engine 5. And it feels really good. Like, I couldn't feel any issues with performance on Arc graders, especially even with DLSS on. Yeah, if you use DLSS, I would recommend balanced or quality. Because you have to remember that when you're using DLSS, right? If you're using balanced or quality, I think balanced is... It lowers the resolution by like 20%. Performance is like 10%. But like... Sorry. Quality is like 10%. Balance is like 20%. But if you're using performance, it lowers it like by like 40%. That's what you're upscaling from. So yeah, that's when you'll start to see like really big differences in quality. You know? Embark spent a lot of time doing edits to Unreal 5. Is the finals on Unreal as well? I actually don't know. What? That was a perfect heading. Disgusting. Just trying to headshot him. It is, and it was amazing. Was it? Wait, was the finals on Unreal 5 there? Or like 4? Maybe it was on Unreal 4. That feels right to me. What's the best gaming software engine I've known? What do you mean? Like, in terms of like, what do you mean? Like, what do I think looks the best? What do I think plays the best? Runs the best? I don't know. When are we going back to Armor? I don't know. There is some new stuff on Armor. Oh, damn. That guy got a running headshot. From bloody miles away. But yeah, no, I don't know about... with Armor, it's just kind of like... There's been nothing that I've just seen and I'm like, oh, I really want to try that out. Apart from maybe the ladders. Finals is on Unreal 5? Sure it's not Unreal 4 though. I feel like it might be Unreal 4. Is Battlefield 6 multiplayer campaign and VR releasing as one package? I have no idea. All I know is that they have hinted that there will be those elements. That's it. You need to try out some other servers. I'm not against going back to Armor to try some stuff. It's just that there's a lot of stuff to do at the moment. Like, for instance, I would be playing Warzone, probably, if there was people about. I don't know if Lackey's going to play Warzone today. I'm definitely playing Warzone on Monday. Hit marker. Damn. You've already missed it, Doink. I used the Martini Henry for like the entirety of Saracen. Why is that not hitting? Am I too low? I guess. You want to try the... Oh, you remember the epic battle on the roof? Yeah, that was sick. That was awesome. That's what Armor's all about. Armor is all about kind of chaotic moments that you could just never imagine happening in any other game, because I think the reason why Armor is so good though is because it almost has no consistency ever, if you know what I'm talking about, which allows the random elements to happen. Like, there's no such thing as being a pro Armor player. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can consistently get better positioning and stuff like that, but you know, you're basically just running blind into most situations. You can use the elements of the game to give you a better chance of survival, but there's no just like, you can't just outplay every single player in that game. It's kind of just random whether you get the right positioning or not. Or you can play in such a way that you basically you're never spotted anyway. What is he doing? Everything is uncertain, yeah. But that's why some of the best gameplay comes from that. But the problem is that there's, you know, you're going to die 4 out of 5 times in a really just random way, and then luckily have a lucky life where you just never die for like 2 hours straight. That would never happen on a game like Warzone that's like more structured. You're almost guaranteed to get outplayed or miss something eventually. Doesn't matter how lucky you get. What Battlefield is this? It's Battlefield 1. The game that I thought was going to be a failure. And it wasn't, I guess. Well, it certainly wasn't. 25 million copies sold or something? Wasn't it? Was BF5 a failure? I think BF5 still made money. I think all the Battlefields have still made money. So they wouldn't be considered a financial failure, I don't think. They may not have made as much money as they'd hoped. But they still made money, right? And at the end, that's what gaming's all about. Why do they keep doing this? Stop flying into the point. It's not doing anything. I don't get it. Why are you doing this? Am I taking an interim break from Warzone? No, I'll be playing Warzone next week. Oh. And then I'm away for a week. So I'm literally like, I'm taking tomorrow off for my dad's birthday. And then I'm back on Monday. And then I'm taking 4 days off. Because why not? You need to try Crocs. What?
Excellent work, soldiers. Now prepare
What?
for those vile invaders to come again. Defend the Empire.
Happy birthday to my father, yeah.
The enemy is being reinforced with an armored train.
What's up with the title? What do you mean? It's the BF6 waiting room. Next map, play with the Martini Henry. We did. Guys, you missed the Martini Henry. The Martini Henry's been and gone. And also, you wouldn't use the Martini Henry on a map like this. It's too big. Have I got siblings? Yeah, I do, yeah. I've got 2 sisters. I don't know why I said that with disdain. They're fine. We get along now. Like 2 sisters. Oh, God. No, they're nice now. We obviously, you know, when we were younger, we probably didn't get along, but then you get older and you just go, ah, fuck it. It was fine. Will GTA 6 have destruction? I don't think so. I don't think they're planning that. Or maybe we don't know. I don't know, maybe. Lovely. I mean, it would be kind of... I feel like they would have shown the destruction if they had it already, you know? That would be a feature. Oh my god, he's getting away with it. He's dead. The ragdolls in BF1 are incredible as well. How? We can all collect the K killer together as a family. Oh. What the fuck? I'm like constantly strafing, dude. Are the cats coming too? Yeah. Just bring them in their little cases. Did the sisters make me sleep under a stairwell in a small room? No. I did have a small room in the first house that we lived in, yeah. But I had an okay room in the next one, it was alright. One die. What the? Now he's just invisible. Born to Schlurp. Thank you for the tier 1. Thank you, dude. Okay, they still have the bloody train, don't they? I thought you were an enemy. Why are you walking up to me like that? I think he was trying to give me ammo, actually. Maybe I shouldn't be so harsh. That counts as a kill. I'll take it. I'll take it. Nice weather. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright weather, isn't it? Oh my god, they're just getting slammed in their spawn right now. There's a guy there, but he is now gone. The poor attacking team just has... there's just no way. Is there? They're dead. Even with the train, it just seems like they're not really getting anywhere. It is what it is. Oof. The sweet spot hit marker. I mean, the sweet spot hit markers, yeah, kind of OP. I've always said that I don't actually like sweet spots. I think it's a bit cheesy. The fact that you can just get free kills just for being at the right range seems a little OP when no other class has that. It's a little bit strong. They're actually taking A? No way. I've done clay pigeon shooting a couple of times, yeah. Not regularly, though. You know what I mean? Just randomly. What do you mean, sweet spot? So in this game, there's a mechanic. There's a mechanic where if you're at a certain range and you hit someone in the chest, it still one-shots them. Dirtiest Tuna, thank you for the 4 years. Thank you, Tuna. You're telling me a pigeon made this clay? No, that doesn't make sense, does it? It's not... Well, I guess... No. You're telling me a clay made this pigeon. That would make sense. Not a pigeon made this clay. Like live hunting? No, I've never done live hunting. Anything like that. You have to understand, you have to live in the right areas to be able to do that stuff. You have to live in the country. If you live in a city, there's absolutely no opportunities for that. We were nearly hunted by deer yesterday. Yeah. And that was fun. You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice? Where are the enemies? Ah. Well, there is, but it's frowned upon. Yeah, usually shooting guns in the city is not ideal. People try and avoid it. You know? Damage, thank you. Do I have a favorite DLC in this game? I'm honestly a big fan of the base game, to be honest. Base maps were sick. I'm trying to think if... I can't remember. The Russian DLC was sick. Loads of the maps are really good in that. You know? 80 damage. Come on, man. Oh, man. Where'd that shot go? Hello? Being suppressed, I guess.
We have taken objective butter.
Anyone? If this goes into the 3rd Battalion, I think I'm gonna... It gets a bit stale after a while. You know? 196 damage? Come on, bro. It gets a little stale after a while. If we're just doing the same... If they never push out a spawn. You know? Oh, big play, man. What activities are my go-to outside of gaming? Eating. Food. That's literally what I spend all my money on. Is eating food. Literally it. Barely anything else. It's the one thing I place value on. Eating and cooking, I guess. Occasionally. Maybe not cooking as much as I probably should. But if someone's going to cook it better, then, you know, why bother? What's my electric chair meal? What would I want from an electric chair meal? Singapore fried noodles. Even though it's literally a Western dish and it's not even real. That. But cooked well. Not the soggy version, which is what they usually serve in the cheaper places. It's got to actually be fried properly. Do I have decent Asian cuisine? Yeah. Well, London's full of really good Asian cuisine anyway, so... But yeah, I do, yeah. Alright, we'll go find a new server. Noodles, I think, are the epitome of everything good in the world. Right? Especially Singapore fried noodles, right? Because it's multiple meats, egg, fried noodles, which is also basically pasta, with a curry sauce, and it's spicy. It's got everything.
The enemy is being reinforced with an armored train.
Alright. New server. Because, like, I mean, if we're talking about how it's made, noodles are pasta. Just very thin pasta. I need a new channel for food. Look, once I've paid off my mortgage, all right, we'll make a full... I'll just go full food content. Trust me. We need to blow up in the next couple of years, guys, if we want me to reach that goal sooner. Even more so than we are now. And then I'm just going to make food content. No, I genuinely think, I'm not even kidding, there is definitely a market for making... Well, I mean, people already do it. But making really good dishes that are so easy to make that it's actually laughable. And also taking dishes that already exist and dumbing them down even further, even if they were already simple, to the point where it just requires no prep, and I just do it in like 5 seconds. One pot meals. Yeah, making things one pot meals even when they're not one pot meals. I'm sure people already do that. Like, the best meals for me are ones that taste as good as something you can get from a restaurant, but have almost like a half an hour cooking time max. So it's all about finding, if you can find like stuff that's pre-cooked that tastes exactly the same as if you cook it yourself, and then using that in the, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Because that happens a lot all the time as well. There's always something you'll find, like sometimes you'll use like an inferior ingredient and it won't taste as good, right? That always happens. But sometimes you're like, this tastes exactly the same as if I'd boiled it myself and done all the prep, so I might as well just use it and then use that in the ingredients. In a restaurant, they don't have the time to cook a 30-minute pasta, but they have everything pre-cooked themselves, though. You know what I mean? That's a different scenario, because they're meal prepping in a way, and they have loads of ingredients to take from. It's all about finding pre-packaged small portion things that you can take out of the cupboard and use instantly in a meal that would have otherwise taken much longer. You should check out Mashia. What is it? Or Makaya? Japanese. But yeah, I think my favorite food's definitely Chinese/Asian. Like, the flavors are so insanely good. Unbeatable. What should I use? Chinese/Asian. What do you mean, wow? As in, like, I mean on that as a broader term. So, Chinese is a focus, but then Indian, Thai, and then what else do I also like? Sri Lankan. It kind of spreads out. Chili is the easiest one-pot meal. I make chili regularly. I'm already on that hype. That was cool. I thought it was going to blow up though. That would have been even more cinematic. Chili con carne tastes incredible and requires basically no prep. You can actually get all of the ingredients straight from the freezer and just put it into a pot and it'll taste amazing. Can't really go wrong there. Oh.
We are losing objective apples.
Oh, good thing I heard him. You're Sri Lankan? Well, there you go. I like flavors to the extreme. Well, that's also maybe because I feel like I've lost a lot of my sense of taste, maybe, so that the only thing I can taste these days... The only thing I can taste these days is things that just have an insane amount of flavor. What's going on here? I don't think that's supposed to... That's what's supposed to be going on. What? How is that not hitting him? I've never had specifically Mongolian food though. No, I've not been in that scenario. Nothing beats ramen. You see, I used to love ramen, but now whenever I eat it, it's quite salty and quite rich. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's nice, but it's something I only want to have like once every month. Whereas I could eat fried noodles every day. Pickled onion monster munch. Greater than ramen. Okay, now you've pissed them off.
We have lost objective apples.
Now you've really done it. You should try different broths then. True. Like a miso based. Or something like that. Oh my god. Have I tried Balkan food? I don't know what that would entail. Oh god. I know, but now we're talking about food, everyone's just gonna be hungry. Am I gonna run into some people here? I guess so. Do I hold the mouse in a specific way to aim? No, like a palm grip. I just hold the whole mouse and my whole palm is rested on it. A lot of people will use the fingertip grip, though. I don't like that because I think it feels uncomfortable after a while. Do I still play Delta Force? No. I don't play Delta Force anymore. Mainly because I find Delta Force more repetitive than a game like this. Maybe it's because there's only like 5-6 maps or something, but you would think, you know, I've probably played these maps like 100 times each minimum, but like Delta Force, I don't know, just doesn't hit the same. And skill-based matchmaking, screw him, can't be arsed. How dare they? Bosnian, Albanian, Serbian food. No, I don't think I've ever had it specifically. I think there's an Albanian restaurant that I've been to, but they serve mainly Italian dishes, so I don't really know. Or like Mediterranean, I guess. I don't know.
Half of our forces remain.
Hello? Is he dead or what? I didn't even get an assist for that. I thought they said there was no SBMM. Oh, they straight up lied. Which is a shame. It's the one thing with, like, the Delta Force devs are really nice. And I don't know whether the Delta Force devs even know the extent of how it is, but yeah, whoever made that decision, which I don't think was necessarily the individual devs. Someone made a decision, but yeah, there's definitely extreme skill-based matchmaking in that game. Even though they said there wasn't. I know what they said. I'm gonna get pushed in a second. Any second now. Unlucky. Yeah, your crutch didn't work, did it? The panic button. Favorite UK burger joint? Unfortunately, it's not UK though. But now that they have them in the UK, it's Shake Shack. You know? I don't think there's another one that's better. This game's still beautiful. Yeah, looks great. 10 years old almost. Almost 10 years old. Crazy. If I had to pick between... I don't know, what do you mean by... Do you mean an American place in the UK? Because I think they're all American, aren't they? I can't really think of a burger place that's specifically UK. Apart from GBK, maybe? Smokestack. Oh, you mean from... It's the smokestack from Shake Shack, yeah. I don't know what they do to the burgers, but it's the most... the Shake Shack burgers are the most burger-tasting burger, or the most beefy burgers you can get. And I assume they just add, like, beef... like, solidified beef stock or, like, MSGs to them or something, but they taste insane. How many times have you had a burger and it's just not seasoned? And you're just like, okay, this is great, but like it just doesn't taste of anything. Like they could have everything perfect, but if it's not seasoned right. Wimpy? Is that UK? I forgot they still exist. My sports center had a built-in Wimpy, which is I guess a little bit it was really weird as well because it was a tiny sports center. I'm not sure how they had any customers. Oh my god, I couldn't see him. He was blended in. Do you see that? Take that. Okay, guys, I won't stand up. That's fine. Oh man, a lot of enemies, man. So many, but they're just so hard to see. Oh, I've been run over by a tank. Sure, man. Isn't that the standard in England to not have any flavor to the food? So, traditional English things are really basic ingredients, yes. But then what's happened is, because we've taken over so many places, we've then stolen their food and brought it back to the UK. Or the people have moved to the UK and then made their food. That's the good part about England. Or the UK, is that people bring their culture to the UK and then we steal it. Or we adopt it, I guess. And that's what's good. Like, we have a lot of variation, but maybe not as much variation as America. I feel. I don't know. That's right. So we don't actually miss out on good food because, yeah, if you go to a pub, they're going to have simply steaks, burgers, lots of roasted things that obviously then the only ingredient is salt and pepper in most of those dishes. Most English dishes are salt, and that is the salt and batter. That's it.
We fought at Mulhouse, Tannenberg, Arras. We know that victory is never easy. Let us fight again.
Any good Mexican places? No. We have like the chains, so we got things like we have like burrito places that have moved over from the US, but we never have like really decent like non-chain Mexican food. It's always like what they call it. God. So we have tortilla. We actually have Chipotle. And then we have things like, Oaxaca, Las Iguanas, which is kind of just South American, and Chiquitos. But it's all very like, and it's westernized Mexican food. So it's like, it's like barely even close most of the time. But some places do, just not very often. Tex-Mex, yeah. Okay, let's have a look. We can get in here. We can push in. Give us time. Do we still have a family restaurant called The Harvester? Yeah. We do, yeah. You can get this guy? No. Americanized, sure. But yeah, we don't have any, like, because there are no local Mexican people, really, that managed to get to the UK, as far as I know. Unfortunately, Britain didn't conquer Mexico. You know, such a shame. My biggest disappointment in the UK is that we didn't conquer Mexico so we could have good Mexican food. What a letdown. Or maybe we did at some point, but it was at the wrong time. Stop missing, dude. Ugh. Why am I being... I can feel like my screen's just vibrating for me to press so hard. It's almost giving me a headache. Is it so dissimilar from Spanish food? Yeah, dude. It's massively different. Very different. How are you not dead? Oh, here we go, guys. One of the best animations in gaming right here. And you're witnessing it live. This is a real... This is a... What's the word? Get generational. That's insane, dude. And then for Battlefield 2042, we got tornadoes. I mean, the tornadoes were alright, but you know, I wasn't blown away. I wasn't blown away by the tornadoes. Yeah, you get me? But that animation's insane. Do I have a dent on the top of my head from wearing headphones? Yes. I do. Literally. If I went bald, I would look like a Looney Tunes character that's been hit in the head with a hammer. PTFO, please. We're winning, aren't we? And I've got 24 kills. That is PTFOing with a sniper. Yep, great. That was sick. Where did his body go? Huh? Huh? He's on one shot. Thank you. Whoa, the aimbot kicked in. Guys, you're not supposed to see that. The spin bot. Oh, shit. That would be a animal's hair directly on the center. Oh no, I don't have a nade. You can chase me. Well, I mean, you know. Why don't you consider in-ear headphones? First of all, it's comfort. Second of all, I do have in-ears, but like, it's a different sound stage than I was used to. Whatever this headset, because I tried a few headsets a couple of years ago, and the sound stage for these Audio Technicas just seems to be just right for me. Whereas, what's weird about so one thing I found weird about the in-ears that I tried, that I looked up guides for and stuff, is it sounds like you can individually hear more sounds, but they sound further away. And that's why I struggle, because if you're playing competitive games, you really need to be able to like work out how close. I don't know, they were better in some ways, but then in other ways they weren't. And it kind of like, it really put me off. So whatever the sound stage is of these headphones, or maybe the standard EQ, I don't know what they do. It just works for me. I wonder if there's actually any long-lasting effects of having a dent in the top of your head. Like, does it have any implications on the brain? Does it make it smaller? Once you get a good set, it's second nature for you to make out sounds in 3D. Ah, shit. Old player 67, brother. Oh my god. Where is he? Between Sacriel, Break, and you, who drinks the most number of teas in a day? I think Sacriel does. I only have one normal cup of tea, and then I have like 3 cups of green tea. But I think Sacriel has like 5 or 6 cups of tea during a stream. Because he does like, again, Sacriel does like marathon streams. He streams like 6 to 8 hours a day. I personally don't have a game that I would enjoy that much to play for 6 hours a day. I can't, and you know what I mean? Like, maybe I would stream for 6 hours a day if I thought that I could enjoy it for 6 hours a day, and I don't think I could. I don't know, Break seems like he's only on like 3 teas a day, I feel. Is Battlefield 6 gonna be modern? Yeah, there's already leaks, dude. You can just search them up. You can basically see the entire game already. But I'm not allowed to show it to you. Unfortunately. Arc Raiders 12 hours a day? I think Arc Raiders is going to be 5 or 6 hours a day. I'm not going crazy. Collateral headshot! Woo! They walked straight into it. That was sick. Headshot. Any more? Any more headshots? I'm on 3 out of 5. 6. One more. He's dead. Punto boy with the 22 months. Jeremy, thank you very much. That's insane. Oh, I didn't get the headshot, dude. I got the sweet spot there. There's a guy right here. Unfortunate for old player 67 there. His luck ran out. You're going crazy on Arc Raiders? Well, you have to understand, like, this is the thing about, like, streaming, or at least I've found, is that I do, unless I'm fully locked in, I do eventually get tired, and then I'm basically, I just go mute. After, like, 8 hours of playing a game, I don't want to talk anymore. 71 round. Is he dead? He's not dead yet? No, he is. You have to remember that if I just play Arc Raiders and switch my brain off, yeah, I could probably do 8 hours, but I don't think it would be very fun to watch because I'll just be there just, like, you know, not even thinking about anything. You'll mute after work too, that's what I'm saying, dude.
We have taken objective apples.
The reason why I keep my streams shorter is because after about 4 to 6 hours, depending on how much fun I'm having, to be fair, I kind of just, like, switch off. Like, there's only so many things I can talk about and want to talk about, and only so much I want to play before I'm just like, all right, yeah, I'm kind of like not like burnt out, but like burnt out for the day. You know, just for the day. And I'm just like, I just want to do something else. I want to eat some food. Temporary burnout. Yeah. Like, one thing I find that like, for instance, like, say, you know, I stream Arc Raiders for 5 hours straight, right? I'm not, like, if I want to go eat some food, I don't want to eat food whilst I'm gaming or streaming because I'm not going to enjoy it. And we already know that food is such, like, a huge part of my enjoyment of life. So if I'm just gonna sit there and eat some food, I'm not even gonna, like, take it in. It would feel like a waste. I might as well just eat porridge or something. If it's something I'm just gonna put in my mouth for sustenance. Ew, quick scoping in Battlefield. I mean, if they're in the center of my scope, what do you want me to do? Wait? If it's not that I'm trying to quick scope, it's that I'm scoping in and they're right in the middle of the screen, so yeah, I'm gonna shoot straight away.
We have taken objective butter.
Eat some tea leaves. Try some Ceylon tea. I have Ceylon tea, but Ceylon tea Because remember, we put milk in the tea. And I'm pretty sure Ceylon tea is one of those ones that you're not supposed to have milk or something. I don't know. Ceylon tea is very crisp. That's how I describe it. But it doesn't have the maltiness that I like. I've got Ceylon tea in the cupboard, I think. Why are you shooting our teammate? Oh, okay. Do I work out? Not anymore.
We are losing objective butter.
Makes your teeth yellow. What, tea? Yeah. I'm actually getting, I'm getting my teeth whitened soon. Because they've gone a bit too far. I'm using like those trays or whatever.
We have lost objective butter.
Smoky tea. Lapsang Souchong is the smoky tea. But again, you got that's an acquired taste. Like absolutely hate Earl Grey. I used to drink it, but I think but then I realized that bergamot makes me what's it called? Bergamot makes me nauseous. I don't know if that's an intended feature. But that's what they put in Earl Grey. I don't know if Lapsang Souchong has the same thing. I know the official statement for BF6 is FY26, but any predictions on a
Our
month?
soldiers remain.
When did BF3, BF4, BF1 release? Whatever those months were. Was it October? October? I don't know. Whenever those release, that's my suggestion. Yeah, so I'd say October, yeah. October, November.
Taken objective.
If I had to get a date. Very chambered. And then there's two guys here. And oh my god, he's invisible. Okay, sure, yeah.
We have taken objective butter.
What do you think about Delta Force Warfare? Well, the whole reason why you make a large-scale multiplayer shooter is that if you can't make it competitive, and Delta Force, because of their matchmaking, has tried to make the game feel competitive, and it's dumb as fuck. Imagine BF1 had skill-based matchmaking. That's exactly the problem with Delta Force. So, like, the maps aren't that bad, the gunplay is fun, but when you put everyone together in a skill bracket, it's fucking stupid as fuck. It doesn't make any sense. It makes the game unplayable once you play it for more than 10 hours. So it's great when you first start, because it's all completely random and casual, and then it gets crazy broken. That's Delta Force in its actual gameplay isn't a problem. It's matchmaking. Same thing with Call of Duty in some cases. Like, I don't know if you guys watched the ranked Warzone stuff. It was hilarious because we played the casual mode, right, which is this quads resurgent bollocks where you could respawn. That was way worse and sweatier than the ranked mode, because on the ranked mode we were getting ranked with everyone at the same skill level, as opposed to the SBMM that they have in the casual mode. It's so weird. It doesn't make any sense. Who knows? What about Arena Breakout? Arena Breakout's fine. It's definitely the version of like a Tarkov style game that I would play more than Tarkov. Did Lucky get a shadow ban sorted? I think so, yeah. I thought he might be on today, and I was gonna be like, I thought I might be playing some Warzone rank today, but we've dodged that bullet. Ow. Ranked is casual because we're at a lower. We're not at the top echelon of rank.
Of our soldiers
Obviously, if we did work our way up the ranks, it would eventually get worse than SPMM. But we were playing in quotations platinum lobbies, and they were more easily manageable than the casual mode, and it makes no sense. And it is what it is. Talking of T, T level 110 just raided. Thanks for the raid, dude. Hope you had a lovely... What T did you have today? Was playing Arc Raiders and then tried ABI. They're very different games, though. How'd I miss? Okay. Okay. You had peach tea. Wait, like it was just peach? Like dried peach? Or was like flavored with peach? Was it like green tea flavored with peach, or was it? Earl Grey is usually Ceylon with bergamot. Is it? Why would I message you on Discord? Because I didn't Sphinx, because that's a scam. In fact, well, actually, I guess that you've probably already been in the stream before, so I didn't tell you. One of my rules as you come into the stream is that, no, I never message people on Discord. And unfortunately, Discord has scuffed themselves because they don't have verification anymore. So anyone can just give themselves my username. The trick is that my official @username on Discord is just Stoddy, spelled normally. The other variations are not me.
20 of our soldiers remain.
Green, white tea plus peach. Yeah. I'm liking that. Wait, a mixture. A mixture of green and white tea. Is white tea actually still tea, though? Is it still traditional tea leaves? I don't even know. I thought it was a flower. Did my parents drink grey? No, my dad just drinks normal tea. Just like Tetley tea bags or whatever. Oh, okay. All right then.
We lost this attack. Our forces are decimated.
Anyone know if people are still playing Battlefield 2? I don't know.
We have only one final.
I used to play a lot of Battlefield 2. It was good.
Yeah, they're dug in good. So what? They got no food in their bellies. They're shivering out there.
There you go.
Blackjack Pershing ain't got a clue.
Anything can be tea. Yeah, but... okay, we'll go and get some leaves from outside in autumn. Make a tea out of it and tell me what you think. If you're brave enough. Have I been keeping up with the marathon controversy? Yes, I have. It's not... It's... Actually, I don't want to play this map because it will look terrible. You guys won't be able to see what's going on because, unfortunately, it's so foresty. Argon, yeah. No, Argon is good. I do like it, but you won't be able to see anything. Fort Vaux. Oh, Fort Vaux. Fort Vaux would be nice. Alright. Marathon can't catch a break. Well, Marathon, unfortunately, has too long didn't read on the Marathon stuff. Marathon's almost entire style, art style, was lifted from an artist's poster in 2017. As in, not the entire art style, but like major parts of their like the stuff that they use in like everything, in the logos, in the kind of like, it's almost like based off this poster, like it's inspired by it. But they've taken specific assets, not changed them at all, and then used them in the game without realizing. Which is, yeah. And apparently the wording that they used was that a former artist had left a, what's it called again? A texture sheet that they happened to use, not realizing that he'd used it maybe for inspiration, and that's what happened. Because I'm guessing, here's the thing. I don't believe that they actively went and stole it. I think what happened was someone used it as inspiration, like a Pinterest board. Someone else then went, well, this is great, John Artist. Thank you for this thing. I'm going to use these designs that you've drawn up, not realizing that they were taken from somewhere else. I don't truly believe that they would go out of their way to just go, let's just steal this and think we can get away with it. There's no way. How often that happens, I don't know. But I think it's basically them not doing their due diligence to check that the work that was completed was actually original. Because that would have solved a lot of issues. I'm going to get shot in the head here. 82 damage. Oh, he's dodging. And he's dead. And I'm dead. How do you even check that? Well, because if they have any kind of process, I assume now they will have a process. But what happened was everyone's going to be told, look, if you make something, you need to make sure that it's your original work, and then run it through our ingestion system of, oh, was this your original work? Tick here. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, half the team followed the artist on S for years. But guys, there's no way they genuinely thought they were going to get away with that, because it's all trace. Like, I think it must have been an accident. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a bad thing because someone didn't do their homework and check that it was what they were supposed to be using. But I genuinely don't believe that they would just go, yeah, here's someone else's work, let's just use it. Because they would at least, if they knew it was a thing, they would at least change it enough so that they couldn't get sued. Because that happens all the time. People steal their work and then they change it, and the other person can't really be like, oh, you stole my design and just changed it a little bit. And they'll be like, well, how can you prove that? You know? But they can prove it because it's a direct one-to-one copy. They fired the guy who did it. Precisely. What I'm saying is that I don't think Marathon, like the whole company, was there going, hey, guys, let's have a meeting. You see this artist's work? This is perfect for our game. What happened was, I think that one artist basically used that stuff, and now they're screwed because maybe they should have checked that. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't be worth the stress and the hassle for the whole company to know. Just remember, we stole this artist's work, but we'll just ignore it. Like, there's no way. But I mean, Marathon's got lots of other problems going on, dude. Like, oh shit, there was people everywhere. The entire art department follows the Onyx, the artist that was stolen from. That's what. Yeah, great. But there's no way a company of that side would knowingly go through that. They would change it at least so that they could cover their tracks. There's no way. It's not. It's like, I don't think they did it. What's the word? Like, maliciously. Like, we can get away with this. There's no way. Because especially with today's, landscape, it would never. You would change it. You would just change it slightly. You would literally get AI to change it. You would do something. You wouldn't just take it and go, that was good. We're all cool with this, yeah? Art department, yeah? Good for steal from this artist? There's no way. It's a massive oversight of someone not doing their job. Oh my god, I've got no bloody health! They try paying it. Well, there's a whole line of there's like the biggest thing is that there's 7 symbols in a row that they've taken from the poster and then used like all over the place, unchanged. You know what I mean? They didn't even like try and rotate them or anything like that. I wonder if the original artist is going to sue. I think what should happen is that Marathon should pay the artists a significant amount of money to sell. Because if I was a copyright lawyer, or what are they called? Copyright lawyer, I guess, or a plagiarism lawyer, I would probably offer my services for free because this is such a huge case that would, it's cut and dry, right? So I think what Bungie will do or should do is just pay out of court and say, look, don't sue us and we'll give you 100k. 200k? I don't know. 500k? Because I think you could also argue that their artwork has been used to promote the game already. What the fuck was that? How did I just die in one shot? Did I get sniped at the same time? I heard they offered compensation and employment. I don't know how much they would get or whether it would be worth fighting it in court, though.
Half of our forces remain.
I don't know enough about it. Okay, who's just... Oh, you... Oh, I didn't shoot. Damn it! I actually meant to click and it just didn't click. He scuffed it. Is the guy just on this... Oh, is he dead? What happened to him? There's a lot of enemies here. Whoa. Hello? This guy... I thought he was a teammate because he just didn't react to me at all. There we go. That was what I was supposed to do the first time.
Return to the combat.
Oh, man. Why are you teabagging, bro? Wait, this guy was in the previous round, wasn't he? Why is he mad? He's probably stream sniping. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, he's definitely stream sniping, 100%. Yeah. 1,000,000%. He's so good, dude. What? That wasn't a one shot? No. No, thank you, sir. Who's this? Oh, unlucky, dude. Unlucky. How was he scream charging me? I don't know. He tried, didn't he? Oh, shit, dude. Stream sniping and gets absolutely sat down. Oh, no, dude. It's not looking good.
We are losing objective apples.
No, I know what it is. Dude, our team's getting absolutely smashed as well. It's kind of crazy. Oh, what are we having for lunch? I haven't thought about it yet, if I'm honest. What do you want? What do you want to have for lunch? It's fine, man. The good thing is that I am able to talk to people during Battlefield because it's not Warzone.
We have lost.
Warzone is basically just, I have to just play the game and that's that. You know what I mean? It's nice to occasionally get a little bit of downtime. You know? It's not too bad. Oh, we're not getting these back. Wait, what? How did I just get shot by this guy? What? That doesn't make, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. I'm behind. I'm literally there's a wall between us. Oh, he's cheating. Oh, they literally have a cheater on their team. No? How did he do that? That's the guy that just killed me. 27 kills, 4 deaths. Look at that. I don't think there was a way he could have shot around that corner. There was no way. I ragdolled? Well, no, I'm pretty sure there was no way to shoot over that. That doesn't seem right. It seemed wrong. Huh? I'm pretty sure I was like directly behind cover. I don't know. Or and even if I was, remember he's using a semi-auto that shouldn't one-shot as well, or was it? I don't know. Why does the YouTuber have no face? Because it's the cinematic gameplay.
We have lost this fight. Dug in like vermin, they were not an easy prey. But the spirit of Britannia is eternal. This time, they will be defeated.
Alright, well, anyway. That'll do. That'll do for that map. The same gun's getting movement monotonous. I'm using a different gun every single round. But they're snipers, to be fair. So I won't disagree that they're not snipers. Will I be playing Grey Zone Warfare? I've not really seen... The problem is, it's like, what's actually new, apart from like the different areas and maybe some guns? Like, I've always said that it's their base gameplay I have an issue with. They need to remove like 60% of their bushes so you can actually not have to scan every bush in a 1 kilometer area. You know, if they want it to be that way, that's the way it's going to be, but it's not for me. It's actually going to be this.
Le commandant Rénal a veillé à ce qu'on barricade le plus grand nombre d'entrées possible. Les Allemands sont pas...
Is this going to be... Game ended? Are we good? No, not good. Well, use something else, look. What guns do I like? The trench, yes. This is always fun. Easy revive. Are we we're stuck in here, are we? Or are we defending? Are we defending or attacking? Defending. Shit. What? Operations was a great mode. Yeah, but the problem is they can't really do operations on some... Like, maybe... I feel like they could have done a bit more on the BF5 side. They kind of, like... They half did it. Get in touch with the Devil Dog Gamer on Twitch and he can relay your gripes to the dev team. I have. I've already spoken to the dev team or the community managers personally. But yeah, you have to remember, my opinion shouldn't be the overarching opinion. I've told them several things about how the complexity of their systems is just... too complex for anyone to even comprehend. To the point where it's like, I don't see why they even exist. It's just way too hardcore in some places. It doesn't necessarily add to the gameplay. I mean, literally can't be that guy. Good. Yeah, my biggest issue being the AI was shooting people through bushes. I don't think they do that anymore. And then my second thing is with the PvP, it's pick a bush. Pick a bush, any bush, wait in the bush. And wait for the person to run past, you win! And that's it, that's the PvP. Because there's too many bushes to check in every area. Like, over 1,000 in every single area that you have to check. And if you don't check every single one, you just die. GG. Trend Trader's still busted? Well, he's supposed to be busted. He's supposed to be, isn't he? That's the whole point in him. Dude, that almost one-shot me. Are you kidding me? Insane. What the fuck? Why is it instant death? Thank you. Again, socials. Thank you. Is that guy still behind us with the Trend Trader? Yes. Wow, he's so good. The only way we kill him is if we accidentally get a charge on him. Where is he? Where is this guy? Is he above? Yeah, he's just above. He's above us right now. Killing everyone. I need him to drop down or be in an area where we can charge him. Otherwise, we're never going to kill him. My teammate just disappeared in front of me. What just happened? You just see that? He just got Thanos snapped out of nowhere. What was that? The only way we kill that what's it called is by charging him and getting the hit on him. That's it. And he's just gonna run around those back walls, and because he has so much health, you'll never do enough damage to kill him. So basically, you're just gonna have to catch him when he's not ready for it. I can hear him just go ooh ah ah. Explosives work? Yeah, but the problem is you're never going to be in a spot where you're going to be able to get that many explosives on him. Do you know what I mean? He's playing it the right way. Because if he runs into a big group of us, he's going to get, like, minced down. But if he just takes everyone out individually, do you know what I mean? You can never kill him. So we need to get him, like, see if he runs around this corner, maybe we can get him. Maybe he's dead already, I don't know. Had to just shoot through the back of the teammate's skull. Flamethrower? Well, I mean, we don't have that guy. Maybe he's dead, because I've not seen him for a while. Or he's recovering, and we'll never see him. What? I was close enough. Yeah, I think he's dead. The problem with this map, though, is it is just Metro, isn't it? This is simply Metro. There's other parts of the map where it gets a bit more interesting, but there's only 2 choke points here. And so you just end up stuck at these 2 choke points, and that's that. I'm pretty sure this map breaks the it breaks the rule of level design, which that you always have to have three paths in every map. Oh, I got him. You have to have 3 paths in every map so that this is less likely to happen. Whereas this one only has 2. Oh, great. Can't you flank from the outside? No, you can't. Not on this bit. If you go around to the right, you get stuck in the tunnels and you can't go around. Not if you play Conquest mode. True, actually. Maybe I should do some Conquest. Because we're going to be stuck here for a long time. I used to occasionally play Amiens and... What was the other one? Amiens. I just like, what's it called? Operations so much. It's just so good. Ballroom Blitz. That one's not really close range, though. If I'm going to play Conquest, it has to be close range. So Amiens, Fort Vaux. That's it. That's all I want to play. Could wait in a queue. Argonne, yeah. You think this game's gonna bring the community back? I hope so. Oh, let me guess, the game ended. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got into that game so quick. Surely. Right, is it going to play the ending music? No, it is almost ending though. Dude, he almost got me. He did a little jump and no-scoped me. What the hell? Oh, for fuck's sake, that was instant death. Is there going to be a playtest, Bayer? There is already playtests for BF6. They are already live. I don't know about beta, though. I assume there's going to be an open beta, yeah. Most likely. Yes! That's what we're talking about, breaking through. Yes, this is what we're talking about, man. When you get that little breakthrough. Don't know how I missed so many shots on that. Oh. Dude, we are going crazy on these guys up here. Is there one more up there? Did we get them all? Heck yeah. Have I tried Risk of Rain 2? Yes, it's a really fun game. Although I've kind of gone through the what's it called? I've kind of like completed it, if you know what I mean. Like I'm kind of done with it. There's not really anything else I want to do with it. I've even modded it as well. You can get some really cool mods for Risk of Rain 2. I probably should have died there. There's some really good like community made mods for it. Right down there. Can you suggest a good server that's not an official server? Dude, this is exactly how I find my games. I put Operations, Conquest, and Shock Operations on, and then I just pick a server with 60 players in it, without it being completely full. That's how I find the servers. Hello? Hello. Unlucky. Oh, there's the stream sniper again. He actually missed at close range. Kind of crazy. I'll talk to the devs and see if... I don't know. I hope he doesn't like his account. Or he doesn't want to keep it, because... I mean, we've had it before. If he wants to play. I thought, you know, one server, maybe we're just rounding on the server. But if he keeps following, may have to sort him out. Jesus. Yeah, I just search for like semi-full servers and that's about it. I don't really do anything else. Jesus Christ. Hang on, let me just actually I'll message him now. Just so it's ready.
We have taken objective Duff.
There we go. Is there people in here already, dude? Oh my god. There's no way we're getting that. Hang on. Go smoke. I got a headshot. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the only thing is on if you're on NA servers, apparently there's not a lot of people playing. There's like there's loads of EU servers, but yeah, it's not as easy. Whoa. Battle log still works. Oh, for B. Oh, does it work for BF1? I can't remember. Did they add it later? I can't remember. Something like that happened.
I'll deal with those wounds if you like.
So many people on the right. And then... Good. I love the fact that in this game you can basically just hip fire everyone. You can literally just hip fire everyone. Am I playing at 4K? No. I would if I had a 4K screen. I would probably, but you have to remember when you deal with 4K resolution, when you're trying to capture it, it's much harder to capture. Wait, hang on. Someone's just died right here. What happened to him? Who just... How did he die?
You want those wounds patched?
Hello, dude?
We have lost objective Edward.
You want me to patch you up?
The only thing is obviously when then... Hipfire is incredible in this game. But then aiming down sight just feels like... If you're not using a sniper rifle, the shots just go every... Move, you stupid bastard, man. Get the hell out of the way. Why do you think I'm running into you? Did you ever think about that? Why am I running into you in the first place? Do you think I'm just having fun? Like, what? Trying to get past.
Halfway there.
I always try and give people as much space as they need if they're running into me, because I'm just like, oh, they're probably running away because they're about to die in some horrific fashion, you know what I mean?
Charlie.
Damn, dude.
Take that first aid.
Oh, he was right there. Body blocking shouldn't exist in this game. I think they fixed it in other games by having it so that your character model for teammates is like thinner. So when you're running into enemies, obviously you run into each other. When you're running into teammates, you kind of like slide past each other. Is there a real fear that the next Battlefield will be a flop based on what we've seen? As far as what we've seen, this is the problem, right? Is that 2042, from what we saw, seemed like it was going to be a decent game. Especially from the trailer and stuff. So it's like, until we see kind of the end game of what they're actually making, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's like we've already had this before where a game looks incredible in trailers, and until we actually see the full gameplay, I don't really know. Again, every single person I've spoken to has already said, like, oh, they're not going to have every gun available for every character, right? And I'm kind of there like, honestly, I don't know, man.
Losing objective done.
I think that's going to be a major issue if they allow every class to have every gun, because we're back at 2042 again, which is what they changed later on, I think, or they didn't at least change the classes. Like, there's certain things I am worried about because they are in a certain way that I'm not keen on.
Your wounds, I can fix them. First aid.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Like, the game even in its alpha state or whatever is still concerning me. What the fuck? I think it's less of a chance that it's going to be a bad game, for sure. What are my concerns? If they go down the route of all weapons for all classes, I think one of the key features of a Battlefield game is that you have to pick and choose how you're going to play based on your class. And if they make it free, like that every class can use every gun, there's going to be a meta, and then you're going to have 90% of people using that specific class with that specific gun. Whereas at least if you make people choose between what gun they want to use versus what gadgets they have, then it makes it much more variation. And people use different strategies and different classes. If you have it so that any gun, so like for instance, if you've ever seen me play 2042, I play 2 classes, because if I'm playing the sniper class, there's 2 classes that are far better than all the others, and they give me healing, and they give me it's like what the fuck, what, no, what, that doesn't make any sense. If for instance, if you give medics the access to the sniper class, I'm just gonna play medic, because I'm not limited to play a recon class that doesn't have close range capabilities. But if I'm a medic with a sniper rifle, I can just heal and be even more. Do you know what I mean? It just kind of like makes it like too meta-y, because you give people almost too much. You give people too much freedom to the point where it's like, well, if I use this, then I might as well just use this as well, and then it just becomes whoever's got the best gadgets is going to be the class that everyone plays, because they don't have to pick weapons based on that. You know? Like, for instance, at least with other games, you know, you pick the recon class, you're not going to have as many options at close range. Usually, obviously, with this game, you have the Mars, but, like, it just makes it feel too strong. That's what I think.
We have taken objective Edwin.
Damn, a level 100 Saint Chamon tank. What a legend. Thanks for the res. It's gonna get me killed again. Yeah, I thought so. Sitting at the back with infinite heals. Yep. And then, for instance, with McKay, if you've seen me in 2042, I would say 90% of the 600 hours I played was with just McKay. And I just used every gun with McKay. Because it had everything I would ever need, and I didn't need to think about anything else. I just played that one guy, and then that was it. And then my thinking stopped there. And so I never really played other classes because I would just, or other heroes, because why would I? You know? Holy shit, dude. Charles de Goat.
First aid. Get passed up.
First aid. Slicing the pie. There's also a artillery truck on the left there, so if you go down that corner, I'm pretty sure you just get shafted by it. Where is it? There. Is that a mortar truck or an artillery truck? Or are they the same thing? Whatever. I'm not dealing with it. Oh, come on. Nope.
Take down first aid. First aid, use it.
Get the guy. Oh god, no. Ah, well, we were dead anyway. BF1 aged like fine wine. Yeah, it did. Damage. 5 hits isn't bad, you know, at that range. With like a low caliber bullet.
I'll fix those wounds.
Are my teammates medics? Some of them. Wait, BF1 had 5-man squads? I thought it was 4. Yep, so BF1 was the last game that had 5-man squads. I guess. That's crazy. Lost knowledge. Oh my god, the whole team just died.
Let me patch your wounds.
Do I see the leaked perks for BF6? Yeah, I think it's dumb. There's one that gives you 2 primary weapons. So, well, there you go. Prime example. One of the leaks, or one of the perks that was leaked in Battlefield 6 is basically overkill from Call of Duty. So, if I'm allowed to use any gun on any class, I could be the medic class with healing. Medic class with healing, who also has a sniper rifle and an SMG. There you go. And there you go, GG. Best class in the game. I can do everything. I can become a super soldier and not have to think about anything. I could go... What else could I do? Oh my god, how many people? And also, how did all of those last 4 shots miss?
We have taken objective
With that tiny hipfire spread. I don't understand the obsession with getting away from what worked. DICE has this thing where they try and reinvent the wheel every single time they do the game. And it's just like, dude, why are you changing that part? Like, guys, it worked. It worked in the past. Why are you changing it now? And then they end up having to backtrack on what they did before. Damn, this guy's so skilled in his tank, dude. Just shooting across the entire map. What the fuck? Like, here's the thing. Why not? Here's what's going to happen later. I think they're going to have to redo the classes later anyway. That's what's going to happen. Because I think people are going to complain, but I don't know.
First aid for you.
Let's just see, I guess. I can't see who's shooting in from where.
We are winning.
There, first aid.
How am I being shot in the back? Who is shooting me? There's a dolphin dive in the game? Kind of. It's more of a dolphin slide. If you've ever played this game. Can I save these guys without being killed? Guess not. What the fuck?
An enemy armored train is en route.
COD popularity ruined a perception of what they think people want. I guess. Right. The one recon perk at someone and spot them is level 1. But to be fair though, they already have that in BF1 or BF5. I can't remember which one. Or is it the one where if you hit them, it spots them? I think that's BF5. That's it. That one was insane to begin with. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah. Did I try the hardcore servers? No, not about it, man. I don't like hardcore. The game, well, some games are already like BF5 was already hardcore in my opinion. Okay, so what should we use now? Maybe I can't remember what I used to like using. Automatico. Remember this gun? Is this even the good gun? This isn't even the best gun anymore, is it? It's the Tommy gun, the Annihilator. It's like the upgraded version.
We have lost objective Edward.
Basically, in this game, my favorite guns are the ones that you just hip fire anyway. You either use a sniper rifle where you're 100% accurate, right, at all times, or you just use the guns where you always hip fire and you never have to think about ADS. That's the kind of like the BF1 strategy. I did find it weird that in Battlefield 1, the only class that's 100% accurate are snipers. Every other class has random bullet deviation after the first shot. Which is crazy. If you wait long enough, you can use the DMRs, but... There's a guy with a sniper. Okay, that's enough, and that's enough nades, guys. Okay, okay, sure, yeah. Just naded to death. Actually, let's try the, where is it? The Annihilator Trench, yes. Which Battlefield is more popular on PC? I think BF5 is the most popular Battlefield, right?
We have
Okay. I don't know how they didn't kill me there. Kind of a crazy spawn too, but... Sure. If I had full health, maybe I wouldn't have died. Is Portal in the next Battlefield? We don't know. Apart from one of the game changers apparently said it was, but... I don't even know if they're called game changers or creator network. Creators...
We are losing objective apples.
Interesting. I think I'm on max FOV in this game, am I? I could be, if I wanted to. How many rounds is this? 20.
We have lost objective apples.
Okay, sure, man. No, this is the problem with not playing medic is how the fuck he's what? Stupid. Is there a Dave BF6? No. Use the chunky. The Hell Regal's alright. It's okay. It's not great. It's not as good as the fast firing guns. I forgot how insane the grenade spam was in this game. Grenade spam is just like key, basically. Yeah. That's the problem. If you're caught in the open here. Oh, fuck off, you little bastard. It's sitting right there. Ugh. Just happened to be directly in his firing line right there without making a sound. God's sake. Please don't die. Actually, do I want to run through the smoke? This probably doesn't seem like a wise idea, does it? This gun is not for range.
We are losing objective Duff.
Actually, what do I have any range weapons? Kind of, not really. Not really. The revolver's okay. There you go. There we go. Right, no one's on C right now. Is there any good spots to sit on C without being spotted instantly? I guess maybe here. Because surely I'll be able to spot them before they get to me. Like that guy. Oh, not this shit again, dude. No. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Yeah. There's a guy right behind me as well, making no fucking noise. God damn it, dude. The SMG-08's good? Yeah. There was a guy who was about to melee me anyway and just didn't make a fucking sound. It's just such a classic. The SMG-08. I remember this. These guns were all meta at one point. The Hell Regal. Right, and then he's gonna... Come on, open the door. The Hell Regal, the SMG-08, the Automatico, the Hunter 10 shotgun. What the fuck? Stop hiding behind doors and... Little bastards, man. I think if I ran at him and meleeed him, maybe we're okay.
We are losing objective Duff.
worst thing is they don't shoot straight away. They just wait for like 3 seconds and then get you. Strategy. And do you see what I mean? But do you see what I mean about this game with like skill-based matchmaking? Now add skill-based matchmaking into the mix. Do you know what I mean? When you already have you can already just use the cheesiest strategies in the world. You see, this is why you don't have skill-based matchmaking in these games, because it just doesn't make any sense. But apparently Battlefield 6 doesn't, allegedly, according to their lead developer. So, or at least not SBMM in the way that you think, which is what they always say. Guys, it's not skill-based matchmaking. It's matchmaking based on features in your gameplay. We're calling it FBCEMM. That way, you can't say that it's skill-based. Oh, well, that's painful, isn't it? But yeah, no server browser though. I think that's confirmed. No server browser. So you can forget that. Yeah, this is the problem. I can't really. I'm just out of the range of beaming. Do I have, oh yeah, I can throw these. Why haven't I thrown these? I forgot I'm playing Assault. I could have actually ran in there and used my explosives. I just forgot. But maybe if they have Portal again, then you can just use the server browser on there. One assumes. You know? Maybe they'll do that instead. Alright, that'll do. You can't call someone else a little bastard when they play the SMG08. Well, I can, because the way that they're playing is annoying. Where else would you like? Ooh. I remember this place. There's a server browser on PC. For the old games, yeah, not for the new one. What gun could I use? I like the RSC factory. That was always good. No, is the RSC? No. It's the wrong gun. I'm talking about the medic RSC. Yes.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Wait, what the fuck? Is this the gun I wanted? I don't think so. I think I wanted the version that I don't like this version with the sight. I think it has too much recoil. Sure, man.
Taken objective butter.
There's a mechanic in this game where if a part of a building falls on you, you take 3 hits of damage, even if you're no longer in the building. That, I'll tell you what, that never got old. So let's say I'm literally on this edge, right, and the building falls on me. It'll go 1, 2, 3, and often, sometimes, it would kill you as you're running away. And it's like, guys, just give me the damage straight. If you're gonna hit me with damage, just give me the damage straight away. I'm not more immersed that I'm being hit by a building that doesn't exist anymore.
We have lost objective butter.
You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, team. Because everyone knows when you get hit by a building, you get 3 hits and then you die. It's the same thing with the flame. There was in Battlefield 5, there were these flame napalm bombs. And if you get hit by the bombs, it always kills you, but after 2 ticks of damage. And it's like, dude, if I'm gonna die and there's nothing I can do about it, just take me now. So the bomb would land and it would go 1, 2, 2, dead every time. And it was just like, dude, what is this? Why have you done this? I'm dead. Like,
We are losing objective Charlie.
Sunday is BF1 day, not Saturday. Well, I'm busy on Sunday. It's my dad's birthday. Is that okay? Boss, I need the time off. Oh my god. Good cover, teammate.
Objective Charlie.
Does the new EA entity actually work? I haven't seen many cheaters, so maybe.
We have taken objective Edward.
Voilà, une trousse de secours.
I can hear them on this building left side. Get out of here! You almost got me too.
Pour toi.
Okay. Can't see where that goes. Hip fire's still good. One guy hiding on the point. Possibly can't even see him. He might just be looking at us right now, laughing. Oh, yeah. Good thing I heard the footsteps in this video game. God damn it, dude. I heard nothing. As always. But that's every Battlefield game, by the way. They almost don't have footsteps unless it's completely silent and they're 5 feet away. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, that guy just got beamed from somewhere. From where? We're not sure. There's a guy in the building. Right next to us. Right next to us in the building, apparently. We're underneath us.
Trousse de secours. Voilà. Là, une trousse de secours.
But yeah, nah, if you've played Battlefield games, you'll know that the footstep audio is almost non-existent in every single game. I don't think they've ever done loud footsteps. You can, if it's completely silent and there's 5 people, you might hear them running past. But most of the time, you just don't hear anything.
Objective Charlie.
Oh, that guy was coming to res me.
Lance une grenade.
Okay. Nice.
A flametrooper kit is available near your location.
2042 footsteps are louder? Are they? I guess it's also it depends on how much ambient noise there is, genuinely. Oh my god, dude, please. No. I want to heal myself, please. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Thank you. 9 damage. I can't see them. Maybe I can head glitch here. That's a nice head glitch. Is it? Oh my god, the whole team's on the right, look. Nope. The whole team is on that right there. You see that? Oh my god. I can't see the enemies shooting at me. Genuinely. They're too well hidden in the fog. Yes! I heard footsteps. I heard footsteps. Oh my god, I heard footsteps. Let's go. It's a rarity, but you hear them sometimes. Well, well, well. I hear footsteps again. Somewhere. I think. Actually, I don't know.
We are losing objective.
Sometimes it's your teammates' footsteps as well, but I think they do actually... That was so unlucky that I hit every single wall. Nope. And that's why the auto revolve was so crazy. It's like, what, 200 millisecond TTK if you hit both the shots in hipfire? Right in the arse. Because that guy had an annihilator trench. Like, you're supposed to just die to that. People down below. Any second now.
We are losing objective Edward.
I think I've got interesting. I didn't want to get res because he was just about to peek that corner again. Suddenly he peeks on that side, no sound. No. That was a teammate's one, wasn't it? Oh my god. What's that guy doing out there?
We have taken objective butter.
You never expect to see them directly on the roof immediately. I didn't even... How did he get on that roof? How did he... How did you get on that roof? Can you climb up there? Because that means if he can get on that roof, that's the roof from St. Quentin's Scar. So how did he get up there? Oops, I should have reloaded for full ammo. Only had 4 rounds. How much is a headshot with this gun? I hear them left. I actually hear them left. 1. I can't really see anything, but I kind of can, if you know what I mean. Oh my god. Second shot was lucky. First shot, though. Dude. You get caught in that fire.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Hip fire, man. It's crazy. I just tried to press E on him because I've been playing so many of the older or the newer Battlefield games where you hold E on them to res them. Revolver looks insane. It's really good, yeah. It's got one thing. One thing about the... Oh, here he comes, ready? I knew you were coming because I saw you on the minimap, man. One thing about the revolver is I feel like the fire rate was like... For a 2-shot gun, having that fast fire rate... You just go... Look, you can just take out snipers at that range. 2 shots in the chest. Doesn't even need a headshot. So good. I said that, yeah. Why was the autoloader, the 5-round, everyone's favorite weapon on PC? I don't know why.
We have lost objective.
Did it have like... Was it like the only gun that was actually accurate if you spammed it? Something like that.
We have taken objective apples.
Damn. How has he got away with that? Dude, he just charged away and just every shot missed. Insane. It reminds you of the ZH. I think this is stronger than the ZH because it's so it's got faster rate of fire, I think. No one's gonna res. Alright. The Russian trench sniper. But that's the thing though, what's the point in using the trench sniper when you can use this and be a medic and heal? Except for maybe fun, which is apparently supposed to be what you play video games for. I've not heard of that, but yeah, apparently you're supposed to play video games for fun and not always just metagame. I mean, those people are crazy. You know, after your brain has been rotted by Warzone, you'll start to understand where the fun aspect disappears. Oh, I'm actually supposed to be able to use random weapons on and not sweat every single game? What the fuck? What do you mean? You want me to use an off-meta weapon? Are you crazy, dude? Whenever I have to level up a new gun on like Black Ops 6 or something, I'm just like, I have to either play zombies or just turn my brain off and just imagine I'm not even playing it. That's the reality. It's like the pain is too much. You're just trying to level up a gun with a level thing, and you're just like, you've got these guys, C9, only meta weapon. If you miss a shot, you die. Good luck. Farquhar Storm. Yeah, that was good too. I remember it being actually good because you can spam it. That's a 2-shot from that range. I was really far. That was like 100 meters.
We are losing objective Charlie.
What is metaculture? What do you mean? I mean, the metaculture is that you have to use the best guns available, otherwise you're gonna have a bad time. Which is kind of how Warzone works. Yeah, I missed a lot of shots there, but it's fine. Get him! Missed him, damn it. I don't even know where that shot went. Ugh. Whatever guns are paid in the battle pass. Well, no, actually, I'll be honest. It's not always like that, actually. By the way, these days, guys, if you ever want to know the meta in Warzone, there's literally a website that just tells you. Just type in Warzone meta into Google, and it will give you whatever the meta gun is. You don't even have to watch. You don't even have to watch my shit videos anymore. Thank God. Because what happens is, you know, obviously there's the pre-made guns that aren't always the actual good stuff. You know what I mean? They'll be the gun, but they won't be the right build.
We are losing objective butter.
This map is actually very dark, isn't it? So I always recommend just going on those websites first, or some sort of stream I've done recently and just being like, right, what's good? That'll do. Oh, okay, just give up. Whatever. Don't care, didn't ask.
We have We have lost objective butter.
Gaming was better before YouTube gaming metavids. I mean, I'm literally part of the problem. Like, I completely get that. But also, no one cares about anything else, so... It's a cycle, isn't it? It's like how newspapers wouldn't be sold if they didn't sensationalize every single tile.
We have taken objective Charlie.
You know, it's like... It is what it is. You just got to go with what is the most controversial, even if you... Not controversial. No. If I didn't do it, someone else would. Exactly. Words to live by. Yeah, I'm gonna res this guy. And then run away. You're welcome. Do you reload every shot, or do you reload before a shot? Wait, what? Please die. You are joking me. I'm so mad. The hip fire just let me down so bad there. Stupid. You're more excited for Arc Raiders than BF6. Now that's a statement. That's a statement. Okay, so my philosophy for reloading in FPS video games, right, is this. I'd say I will not reload if there's enemies around me and I have more than 30% of a mag left. If it's under 30%, then I'm going to reload even if I'm in front of them, because like the likelihood that you're going to get them in those 3 bullets is pretty low. However, even if I fired 1 round, and look, I'm behind a guy, if someone's in front of me, they're probably going to shoot this guy first. I got time to reload. You've always got to pick your downtime. And I think with Battlefield, I've got pretty decent at that. You'll even see me read chat, because I know... Because you can literally look at the minimap and be like, look, these guys are pretty far away. They're on my right, but they're far enough away. There's a guy right here. Because I saw him on the minimap. So the good thing about Battlefield is I can actually kind of judge how long I've got based on just looking at the minimap for a second, and you can read the chat. So like I've got 5 seconds here. In this very rare specific situation, the correct term is actually clips. True. But are we not putting the clips into a magazine still? So technically we are still reloading the magazine. It's just internal. You ever think about that? I'm still reloading the magazine, but with a clip. You know? You ever think about that? I'll see if there's another map I want to play, but honestly, this is the thing with BF1. Once I've played all the maps I want to play. Rupture's your favorite map. Interesting. But honestly, I am obviously looking forward to the next Battlefield game. I was looking forward to 2042. And I played it for... How long did I play Battlefield 2042 for? 3 months straight? I think I did. I still played it a lot. Like, a shitload. I'm trying to see if there's any other map I'd even want to play. I don't think so. I think we've done it. We've completed it, mate. We've completed BF1. This was the last good BF game. Well, precisely, yeah. That's what I've always alleged that. When ordering a takeaway, do you order a big group, share a meal, or everyone orders their own thing? Share a meal. Easy. It's got to be stuff that everyone wants to try, but otherwise, what's the point? But it also depends what you're going for as well, because if you're going for curry, people might just want a specific thing, and honestly, they're going to be boring about it, so... especially if they can customize it. Guys, that was a lovely little Saturday stream, and I honestly didn't think this many people would turn up. You know, to a little bit of BF1. I was actually gonna go. I wasn't sure if Lackey was gonna be on today. I thought he was gonna do some ranked. So I was gonna force myself to play ranked, but you know, it is what it is. It's one of the streams all the time. I will be back on Monday with Warzone with Westy, I think. And then maybe. So actually, do you know what? I think I actually will do some more Battlefield next weekend because I get home from my holiday on Friday evening, so I won't be on Warzone in the morning. And then I need to play and stream something over the weekend, so I'll probably stream some more Battlefield next weekend because I won't want to play Warzone or Warzone Ranked on the weekend. So next weekend, I'll be back and I'll probably play some more Battlefield. So if you want to see some more Battlefield, you know, give it a like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you're following. I'll probably do BF5 next week, I reckon. Addis, thank you for the $10. Thank you very much, Addis. Appreciate it. Is there what is that? Is there like an emote thing? What is that? It's a symbol. I don't know what it is, but thank you, Addis. But yeah, next weekend, gonna be some Battlefield. I'm taking the week off because I've realized that, you know, Warzone's always going to be here. We don't have any kind of big updates this week on Warzone as far as I know, so it's not like I'm missing anything this week. Hopefully Arc Raiders doesn't release whilst I'm gone. Oh my god. Please no. Hopefully there's not a playtest or a beta next week whilst I'm gone, because I'll lose my mind. Because as we know, Arc Raiders seems like it's basically almost ready. Like it's looking pretty polished. So I'm kind of concerned that I'll go away and then Arc Raiders will release something, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching today. Appreciate you all hanging out. And as I said, if you want to see more Battlefield, I'll see you next weekend. Otherwise, I'll see you on Monday for Warzone, where I don't know what we're doing. No idea. Probably screwing around as usual. All right. Have a good one. See you in the next one. Goodbye. Good night.